Hello team players! Today I'd like to talk about why I think the Alchemist in Pathfinder is significantly more fun to play than the Alchemist in D&D 5e. Now, I will only be comparing the Alchemist class in Pathfinder to the Alchemist subclass in D&D. The rest of the Artificer is really more similar to the Inventor, so I'd be comparing apples and oranges there. So here are just some of the cool things you can do with the Pathfinder Alchemist, starting with the basics. Firstly, Alchemists in Pathfinder have the ability to just make alchemical items in 2 seconds flat. And at high levels, they can make lower level items for complete free. Then there's the versatility of having 20 alchemical items per day to start. And finally, there's your actual subclass between Bomber, Trojan, Toxicologist, and Mutagenist. And Alchemists in Pathfinder can pick up a familiar to help them out. And that's all at level 1. What does the D&D Alchemist get at level 1? The ability to give items very minor magical effects and a few spells. That's it. They don't even become an Alchemist until level 3. And the Pathfinder Alchemist gets even better from there. Now let's talk about bombs. So let's start with the fact that Alchemist bombs can do almost every type of damage in the game. The only ones they can't do are like precision and bleed. Sure, Alchemist spells can do something similar, but you know what they can't do? Psychic damage. That's right. It's called mental damage in Pathfinder, but yeah, good luck with 5e spells doing that. Oh, and then there's the fact that every bomb has an additional effect on top of the damage. Let's see the 5e Alchemist deal psychic damage and frighten a target, or deal lightning damage and give everyone an advantage on their attack rolls, even if the target isn't wearing metal, or dealing acid damage every turn instead of just once. All this and more with no saving throw. You just have to hit with the bomb, and all this applies. And this is just base bombs. We haven't even talked about the Bomber Alchemist feats yet, like being able to make and use a bomb in 2 seconds, or being able to do more damage with bombs, or adding other effects on top of the effects of bombs. Now, let's talk about the Trojan, the Healing Alchemist. Let's see D&D 5e Alchemists use crafting, your best skill, for all medicine checks and even to qualify for feats. Oh yeah, and also give temporary hit points with healing items on top of what the healing items already do, or give max healing with healing items. You don't even have to roll, just give them the maximum amount of hit points the item can give. And that's just the Trojan subclass. With feats, they can use healing items at range, and they can get rid of conditions, and even resurrect their fallen allies. Good luck with the D&D Alchemist topping that. For poisons, in Pathfinder, it doesn't take your entire turn just to poison a weapon, even if you aren't a Toxicologist Alchemist. It takes 2 out of your 3 actions to do so if you aren't, and 1 out of 3 if you are. Second, if you're a Toxicologist Alchemist, your poison DCs go up with your level, so your poisons are always relevant, even the lower level ones. And if you're a Toxicologist Alchemist, your poisons can do acid damage, so you can hit all those creatures that are immune to poison. And both of those apply to every poison you make. Plus, there are poisons out there that can slow down enemies, robbing them of their actions. You can also give advantage to all attacks against them, not just with non-reach melee weapons, plus lowering their offenses as well. There are even some out there that make spells just not work some of the time. Again, this does not even include feats that alchemists have for poisons, like blowgun poisoner to make it easier to poison people with a blowgun, or increasing the duration of your poisons, or giving an enemy a penalty on the saving throw if you have them off guard. And that's just the beginning of all the cool stuff you can do with poisons in Pathfinder 2e. And we haven't even talked about mutagens yet. From what I can tell, mutagens are basically the same, with one major difference. They can be used by anyone, not just the alchemists. Just like every other alchemical item I've talked about in this video. They are not just limited to you. And the best part is, almost everything I've talked about in this video, other than a few of the feats, apply no matter who uses the item. Imagine giving the fighter a ranged elemental option that makes him have an even easier time hitting and critting the enemy. I'll talk about that in my fighter video. Or giving poison to the rogue that makes him get his sneak attack easier and do more damage with that sneak attack. Or just giving anyone a healing option they can use whenever they want instead of you having to heal them. And that's just the beginning of all the cool stuff you can do with an alchemist. If you guys enjoyed this video, you might enjoy this video on screen. And if you've watched this video this far, then Pathfinder players, it would be great if you shared this video with your friends who only play D&D. Might actually get them to try Pathfinder. And D&D players, I would love to hear from you in the comments. Let me know what you think. And remember guys, teamwork is vital. It helps us solve problems.